So this is the entire setup to do a Google 360 tour. Like I said earlier, it's not a car riding around inside. This is a relatively inexpensive Nikon DSLR. This lens costs more than the camera did. It's because it's a fisheye lens. And what that allows is, the fisheye lens allows a view from ceiling to floor. So that gives you a 180 degrees. So after leveling this up, I would take 4 views. Well, there's 3 exposures for the HDR, and do 4 views. They're all at 90-degree angles. Each one overlaps a little bit for the previous one, and you can look at these. So anyway, and that's all there is to it. And then what I would do, I would pick out the best points in the room to show the room off. And here, for example, I would have one outside the door, one inside the door, and then one somewhere over here. So it's like a walking tour. You can't go from here to the other side because you can't go through the wall. There are some other virtual tour programs that you can do that, but the Google 360, that's how it's designed. Oh, another thing with Google Street View, the Street View app that Martin was talking about earlier, you can have the option with the Google Cardboard goggles, headgear, you can see the 360s in virtual reality. So, and how that works is, you would put the headgear on, and then as you moved your head around or up and down, the view of the room would change. And then the way you would go from one scene to the other is there's little hot spots in there, and you would focus on that with your eye, and it moves to the other. That's pretty cool. I actually did a 360. Does anybody know 108 Budley? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the wedding place. Yeah, they brought me out here over a year ago to do one at their place, specifically so they could show it in VR mode at the Bridal Expo. Okay, I like doing these without people as much as possible because of the camera moving, and each view overlaps a little bit. So like if Martin is here in the edge of one view, one angle, and then I move around and he walks away, then there may be half of him in the, or a ghost of him in the, in the final product. Mm-hmm. So when I do these, if there's a lot of people moving around, it'll take more time because I have to be aware of where they are and where they were. I did some grocery stores, Food Lions, a couple of years ago, and it would never fail. I would get to a point and somebody would walk up to the meat counter, and I'd have to wait for them to leave, and then I would take the picture and move, and now they're standing here. They would take forever. So it would take a little bit of time.
A lot of patience.